Renowned American billionaire and India hater George Soros has once again found himself at the center of controversy, and this time for his involvement in orchestrating pro-Palestinian protests sweeping across the campuses of several Ivy League universities and other institutions across the United States. Soros is well known for his left leaning orientation. He recently again made headlines for his alleged infamous interventions vis a vis the pro Palestinian protest happening across the campuses. The protest, which started at Columbia University last week, have spread to universities and colleges across 8 states in the US. At Columbia University, 3 groups set up the tent city last week. These groups are Students for Justice in Palestine, Jewish Voice for Peace, and Within Our Lifetime. Soros' contribution to organizations like the Westchester People's Action Coalition Foundation have fueled anti-Israel sentiments. An analysis conducted by the Post revealed the intricate financial connections between Soros-affiliated groups and protesting organizers. It was also reported that at an encampment in Columbia University, protesting students were seen using tents purportedly purchased from Amazon, and they were even getting pizzas and sipping coffees from Dunkin', complimentary sandwiches from Pret, and organic tortilla chip. Following this, copycat tent cities called the Liberated Zones have also been set up at colleges including Harvard, Yale, and Berkeley in California, as well as at the Ohio State University and Emory in Georgia, all of which has reportedly been organized by the student branches of the Soros-backed SJP. Not very surprisingly, the SJP had termed the October 7 Hamas attack on Israel a historic win. The SJP reportedly received $300,000 from Soros' Open Society Foundation since 2017, also took in $355,000 from the Rockefeller Brothers Fund since 2019, as per media reports. It has also been reported that the likes of George Soros and Rockefeller Brothers Fund are funding the demonstrators and creating unrest on campuses. In a commentary published in Wall Street Journal, it was emphasized that America's 2 biggest philanthropist foundations are paying to create ruckus, to create disruption within the campuses and instigating anti-Israel activities. The fellowships were sponsored by Education for Just Peace in the Middle East, receiving $700,000 from Open Society Foundations run by none other than George Soros and Alex Soros since 2018. The corporate entity was also provided with $515,000 by the Rockefeller Brothers Fund between 2019 and 2023. Notably, this article by Wall Street Journal also mentioned that 2 of the student activists, namely Berkeley's Malaha Afene and Yale's USCPR's fellow Craig Bikenhead-Morton, who were involved in anti-Semitic protests and subsequently arrested by the police, were also the youth fellows of the US Campaign for Palestinian Rights, the same organization funded by George Soros. It has also come to light that other fellows were also the frontrunners of such protests, like Nida Lafi, the former president of the University of Texas Students for Justice in Palestine, who led protesters at UT Dallas, where she demanded an end to the war in Gaza. Lafi, who was earlier detained for blocking President Biden's motor card, was also mentioned in the report. It has also been highlighted that the USCPR gives around $7,800 to its community-based fellows and an amount of $2,880 and $3,660 to its campus-based fellow in lieu of the spending 8 hours a week organizing. New York Post mentioned that they are trained to rise up the revolution. While protests continue to rock the campuses across the US, India has taken note of the dramatic unfolding of the series of such incidents. India called out US's hypocrisy on freedom of expression and public safety. India's befitting reply that we are judged by what we do at home and not what we say abroad just nailed the argument. India has been a target for George Soros. On numerous occasions, he and his co-conspirators have left no stone unturned to tarnish India's hard-earned credibility. India has been fighting a perception war on all fronts. The most infamous Adani Hindenburg controversy was leveraged by George Soros. The likes of Soros and the left lobby hoodwinked to fulfill their nefarious agenda. Ironically, in the name of democracy, they are systematically wiping out the conscience of democracy.